going on? What's going on out there, YouTube family? So it's been a while. I ain't been on a couch saying anything in years. I was kind of like, okay, it's a Saturday morning. I got a little bit of time to spare. I'm actually going through a couple different series um, and reviewing them. And so I was kind of like, well, if anybody shows up at all, because this was not announced or anything, then this could be a little cool little Q&A session. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna probably end this at 2 minutes, if no more. If we don't have like a minimum of 5 people in here, then I'm probably gonna dip set. But if we get at least 5 people in here, then I will continue this on as long as you want me to. So yeah, this is a Q&A session. So anything goes. I'll be in the chat this whole entire time. Anything you guys want to talk about, movie related, TV show related, entertainment related, life related, this is the time to talk about it. Right now, currently, I was just finishing up Love, Death, and Robots, Volume 2 or Season 2. I just reviewed every single one of those episodes. I'm gonna be probably reviewing Season 1. Hey, what's going on, Rebel? What's going on? I'm probably gonna be reviewing Volume 1 in its entirety. I want to do it with Jarrell though, so that's some of the times it's kind of confliction, where it's like there's some things I want to review with other people, some things I want to review by myself, some things I don't have a choice to review. Um, but that one was so dense, I was like, this is something I would love to kind of go through with Jarrell, but I haven't talked to him yet, so I'll probably maybe text him and kind of see if he's down. I'm actually gonna do that right now. You down to review Love, Death, and Robots, Volume 1. But yeah, how you guys doing? Rebel, thank you so much for showing up in the chat. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Chats are visible. Cool. All right, so now I can see you guys, whatever you guys type in. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Like anything you guys want to ask me, anything you're gonna bring up. If it's about movies that haven't come out yet, I may be willing to talk about some of them if I don't have an NDA on any of them. So yeah, anything you guys want to talk about, I'm here. I've got the tripod here, so I'm not going anywhere. And again, if and when we reach 5 people, if, like, that's a huge if, and you guys still want to talk, then I'm down to do that. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Zack Snyder real quick. So Zack Snyder, one of my good friends, Ronan, or if you know Joseph, he went to, I think, a Cinemark theater to see Army of the Dead, which I haven't seen yet. So please, none of you guys have seen it. Don't spoil it for me. And basically, he was like, well, he got to the theater, and then they kind of said there's a surprise Q&A session that's going on. And I was like, oh, okay, that's dope, you know. But then I started seeing like these pictures on the internet of like what looked to be Jon Stewart, and I was like, wait, what? And so I initially didn't believe it. I was like, this could be Photoshop, but I was like, it looks too good to be true. And sure enough, talking with him, basically Zack Snyder showed up, you know, did his Q&A session and everything, and come to find out, yeah, like he actually did on his phone kind of show, you know, what Jon Stewart would have looked like in his entirety, like fully rendered and everything. So this is the weird thing about that. This is the weird thing about this picture. I'm gonna pull it up right now so you guys can see it. There you go. The weird thing about this picture is that this joint is freaking fully rendered, bro. So, like, I don't know why would. Okay, so question is this: you guys can tell me what your thoughts are. If he showed this here at Cinemark, right, and this is fully rendered, I would assume probably already done, and just he had to remove it from the film. Why hasn't he put that picture on Vimeo? And again, I mean, to be fair, like, if you guys are on the West Coast, all this promotion like this, like these random Q&As, I'm pretty sure that, you know, with The Quiet Place 2, there's going to be probably a Q&A session. That's going to bring people back to the theaters. That's the whole purpose behind it, so I understand that side of it. But my thing is, it's kind of just like, what are you getting at here, Zach? Like, everything about what he's been saying is that, you know, Warner Brothers basically ain't vibing with him, and they don't want to see anything that he does. And basically, kind of like Netflix is the opposite. We're getting close to the 6 minute mark. I might end the stream unless you guys want me to continue talking. But the fact that this is completely fully rendered, it's perplexing to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because he showed this, right? And this is where we knew that, Wayne Carr was Jon Stewart. And it's like I can't really see the full. But the fact that this is fully rendered, fully fleshed out, like, what is he getting at here? Are they gonna allow him? Well, see, this is the thing. The other thing that's so disrespectful, low key, and just talking about this, is that in the UK you can pre-order the freaking Zack Snyder's Justice League like box set. Matter of fact, in China, it actually doing really good on streaming. Everywhere else, it's doing really good on streaming. But from here, from our perspective, as far as HBO Max, it's not doing well. That's what's being said. But the fact that the UK has the ability of being able to pre-order and purchase the actual physical copy, why would you give out free money like that? I don't understand. That's the thing that I really personally don't understand, because personally, in my opinion, that's free money. People are gonna want to buy this. People are gonna want to buy the action figure. People want to buy the posters. They already are doing it. So why not allow the physical copy? Okay, it's 5 of you guys here. So all right, cool. I guess I'm still going. Why not put the physical copy available so that people can buy it and you get free money? Like, it's kind of like what's the movie that came out with Denzel Washington? The Little Things, right? Was that a perfect movie? No. But as soon as that movie probably drops on Best Buy, I might buy it because I'm a collector. Most of the freaking DC films, I wish I could. You know what? I'm gonna just hold up. Just hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all guys something. Hold on. Look at this. I just had this in my stack. Do I care anything about this movie? Not necessarily. Do I hate this movie? Yes. Did I like this movie? No. Do I love this movie? Yes. Do I love this movie? Yes. Why do I have all these? Because I am a DC fan. Just like I'm a Marvel fan. Like, hold on. I don't know if I got time to do that. I don't want to sit there and waste you guys' time. But I'm just saying that why would I not want to collect the physical copy of the freaking movie, dude? It doesn't make sense. It's free money, dog. And again, look, I appreciate what Warner Brothers is doing, especially with this rollout from simultaneous release on HBO Max and distribution with, the movie theaters. I appreciate it. It's keeping film still alive, right? I get it. I mean, heck, the last movie that I saw that I got an early screen to see, it doesn't come out till June, might be one of the best films I've seen this year. And I can't say what that is because I am on NDA about it. And that's on HBO Max. But I'm just saying, like, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why would you not freaking allow me to be able to pre-order a physical copy of that joint? I'm just saying. Oh, Rebel didn't like it. So I didn't. I've seen it twice. I haven't seen Shazam anymore since then. When I say when I like or dislike something, when I like something, I will put this joint on anytime. Right? If I really liked it. There are scenes in this, like the opening scene is freaking dope. When, the Shazam family comes together, freaking dope. Some of the aerial moments, freaking dope. But everything else is kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate what this film was trying to do, and I also am a supporter of what Warner Brothers allowed for distribution. I think that Aquaman, if Lucas was up here with me right now, he would completely disagree. I think that Aquaman should have and would have won if it put up on label to be one of the most amazing visual spectacles that Warner Brothers ever done. Visually, this should have been nominated for an Oscar. Period. But it wasn't. I don't understand that. But that's for a whole other thing. Again, keep it to the topic. Why isn't Zack Snyder Justice League, up for distribution? I don't get it physically. It doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna go through some of you guys' chats really quick. This is Let me see. Who is this? 49er fan. Why doesn't DC learn from Marvel and Sony and come together and really blow fans' minds and make money they want? I think that there's so many. It's politics. Politics and money, I think, are holding a lot of this back. Did you see Stan Lee cameo hidden in the Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer? I did, Ben. I did actually see that. So this is the thing about Venom. Just the really quick nitpick on that. I'm gonna watch Venom 2 because Andy Serkis is directing it, and I love Tom Hardy, even though he's looking really rough and old in this one. I love Woody Harrelson. I think that he can crush it as a Cletus Cassidy, even though, I think that, your boy Skarsgård could have easily, but that's whatever. I think heck, even Jim Carrey could have freaking done it. Jim Carrey could have freaking done Cletus Cassidy. Anyway, my thing about Venom is that some people would debate this with me that it doesn't have to be PG, it doesn't have to be rated R. But when you got Carnage, when you got the character Carnage, and again, this isn't the Maximum Carnage story, I don't think. You got Scream, you got Venom, you got Lady Venom, and you possibly are going to introduce a cameo like a Spider-Man. I think it's going to be Andrew Garfield's version. This should be rated R, bro. Because this is the thing. If it ain't going to be rated R in a Venom movie, Carnage sure as heck ain't going to get his own movie and it's ever going to be rated R. So that means we'll never see a unleashed version of Carnage. It's kind of like, I personally don't think that Blade should be PG-13, but it seems like it's going to be. So I'm saying those kind of decisions are things that blow me with that. I mean, if they took away some of those jokes from that trailer, I think it could have been freaking dope. Add a little bit of gore, add a little bit of violence, it would have been freaking dope. But that's neither here nor there. I apologize for going on that tangent. 49er, agree with each on. Also, I'm having side effects like fever and headache from the second COVID shot I got yesterday. Ben, I told you, bro. Hey, look, make sure you take Advil and Tylenol. Tylenol will help out with your headaches, and the Advil will help out with your body aches. It's just some of the stuff you're going to have to kind of just get through. As far as the side effects, you might feel feverish. Your body is definitely going to ache, especially around the extremity area. The biggest thing that you can do is make sure you have a lot of electrolytes, like Powerade, Gatorade. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Make sure you eat as much as possible, and that'll, get you through it a lot faster. So yeah, DC could crush it. 49er, yeah, it could. Aquaman was good. Okay, I understand that. How do you see DC resolving these issues? I said this a long time ago, but I don't think it's gonna ever happen unless the people that are in leadership allow it to happen. I wish that DC had its own studio, like not just kind of like Marvel Studios' its own studio, like just like Star Wars has its kind of technical own studio, but not really as much anymore as far as like a layout underneath Disney. Right? And I think that if they do something like that with like DC films, or they do have that. They have somebody that oversees like DC Entertainment, DC Films from a hierarchy standpoint, like with Hamada and them. But like actually having an actual active studio and having somebody propose like ideas or pitching ideas, or somebody going and like talking around the slate of where they want the different multiverse to go. Personally, in my opinion, I think that Jim Lee would be a really good person to oversee what that looks like. I think that he can structurally make it work. I think that he has the visual cue and he has the understanding and the knowledge of it. And I think that somebody like him and Zack Snyder, if Zack didn't do any more directing at all for DC, but he was the visionary for DC, like for their own studio, bruh, they would crush it. Because this is the thing about Zack. Zack takes from material and makes it amazingly beautiful. And from what I've heard from a lot of people that looked at Army of the Dead and what he did with Dave Bautista, and Dave Bautista was pitching, I guess, Gears of War, just shout out to Ronan for this and talking to me about it, is that he could easily make a Gears of War. And again, he's never talked about Gears of War. He never said anything about it, but he would take that freaking material. He would look at what it is, and he would make it his own. And like he has the visual prowess to understand how to really make it visually immersive. And this is the thing about it. If he's not directing it and it's somebody else writing it, but he's kind of overseeing like, okay, this is where this is visually got to go, bruh, they could kill. And again, imagine if him and Jim Lee were kind of overseeing all of the DC films, and they were like, well, we're gonna make this Elseworld film like Kingdom Come. Bruh, do y'all know what that would be like? Zach would be like, yeah, get this director right here. I want Guillermo del Toro to go and do this. I want George Miller to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just start to sharpen. Like, that is how DC can crush it, bro. Because up until recently, the DC animated films, oh God, I don't know why they're choosing this one art style. It's actually blowing me. I'm not gonna go into that too much, but I am excited for a long Halloween. But this visual style is ugh. But one of the things they used to do previously to the Dark Side War or whatever, or Apocalypse War, I'm sorry. They had two films that would be connected to the 52 universe, and then they would have like an Elseworld film that's completely disconnected, right? And it worked, bro. It worked so bad. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When did this come out? Let me see. I think these came out in the same year, I believe. Did these not come out in the same year? This is an Elseworld film. This is canon to whatever the heck DC wanted to be. And they worked. People looked at both for different reasons, right? So the Batman movie, when it comes out, it's not going to be connected to anything to DC Universe. Do you think people ain't going to watch it? Yes, they will. And that's the thing. That's the power that DC has when they're not utilizing it. What are the things that make them so different from Marvel? And they are not capitalizing on it. They're not capitalizing on it at all. Is the fact that they can have storylines and go off on so many different levels, then also keep their own universe. Marvel has to keep everything contained and flow functionally. That's the beauty of what Marvel's been able to do for these, 25, 24 plus films, is keeping the continuity going throughout. But DC doesn't have to do that. They don't. The introduction of a multiverse scenario could allow for so many different amazing and elaborate storylines, and they squandered it at freaking DC fandom. At DC fandom, they said multiverse is where we're going at, but they didn't give us anything tangible to bring that up. Matter of fact, when they were talking about the Flash, I was like, okay, this is where we're gonna get it. This is where Andy Muschietti is gonna say, look, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You're gonna get Michael Keaton, you're gonna get, I don't know, you're gonna get whoever like to be this character. And they did nothing. They did nothing. Like, that was the moment that everybody should have been looking like, The Flash is gonna be the most important DC movie of all time. Like, that should have been it. That was their call. And this is the thing, they're doing interesting things. They've got freaking Supergirl in this for the very first time on live action. Well, second time on live action, third time technically. But there's nothing to gravitate you towards. And that's because they haven't revealed what this means. And they've already said, well, this isn't going to be the Flashpoint. Well, we're not going to have, anything connected to Zack Snyder's universe. So it's like, when you start shooting yourself in the foot, when you start saying stuff that you won't do, that's when you've lost. That's when you've lost, unfortunately. And I feel like that's where a lot of the detriment has been with the good part of this. That the whole point of a multiverse scenario is to say anything goes. And it doesn't have to flow together. Because that's one of the beauties with all these different storylines. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I got really passionate for a second there. I did not mean to go there. I don't even know how we got here. Yo, what's up, Blackwing? What's going on, bro? I think probably the reason why they cast Woody Harrelson as Cletus Kasady, a.k.a. Carnage, they probably saw the film Natural Born Killers and saw he played the role, which makes sense, though. No, Woody Harrelson can play it. I mean, they changed the hair, so they want me there. I mean, yeah, that's not it. I'm just saying that imagine if Jim Carrey played Cletus Kasady. Like, take, what he did with the Riddler and, make it so much more darker. Make it so much more, malice and insane. They just on Jim Carrey's name alone. Do you know how many seats? I mean, how many butts would be in seats, bruh? Just off of his name. I don't. Well, anyway, that's what I meant by that. That's really what I meant by that. All right, yeah. Let's see what we got here, bro. That art style, wait, is better to me than the previous style, which looked anime style. They riding on the one word multiverse. They keep it up. It's gonna blow up in their face. If they don't do it and execute it correctly, it will. It will. So this is the thing for me. Everything with the 52 universe, I definitely think the art style was way better, man. The reason why I say that is that what's the word? The outline, the black outline, of each one of the character models for everything that's happened since that Superman movie up until this point, going into Long Halloween, it's not that hard to do visually. Like, it's not that hard to actually animate, and that's the reason why they went with it. The 52 universe, the way they did the 2D animation style, like, is so much more work and detail that's required. That's why anime works. Like, I don't know. Well, hold on. I don't know if I can do this. Hold up. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Y'all see that? I'm looking at anime. I'm looking at anime. But the reason why that actually worked is because they put so much detail into it. And again, not everybody's an anime fan. I'm not knocking anybody that isn't an anime fan. What I'm saying is that if you look at the show Jujutsu Kaisen, right? And you look at a fight scene with that, like, the animation looks amazing. The reason why The Last Airbender looks so amazing because so much work and detail was put into it. This new style, it doesn't seem like there's any work that's been put into it, and I don't like it. I think that's just the thing. I get some people that's like, oh, wow, it looks really good, but not only have the stories not been that good for me, I just don't like it. But I'll say this, though. Hold on one second. I'm going to actually do a live unboxing real quick. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm going to do a live unboxing. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is... Shout out to DC Entertainment for allowing me to be able to review and cover Justice Society World War II. I have not seen it yet. I wanted to make sure I do like an unboxing of it first. So let's go ahead and get the unboxing good. The animation style on this, the visuals for this, I'm with it. I'm with it. And I was so happy. I was so freaking happy that they decided to go with a different animation style for this one. Because, I mean, I was kind of like, bro, I don't want everything to be the same. Because, honestly, the Long Halloween and the way that it looks visual, I'm not there for the visuals for Long Halloween. I'm there, honestly, for the story. All day. The story, for sure. So, yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this. I got to make sure I take the the digital copy out. Or one of you guys might catch me slipping. We're like, oh, snap, I got a digital code today. I might give it away, though. I don't know. We'll see. All right, cool. So I took the digital copy out. So let's go ahead and unbox this right now. Justice Society, World War II. Got some pretty dope artwork right here. 4K. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. See what we got going on. So it's like the Blu-ray version here. And it's like the 4K version right here. And we're set. So, yeah, that's my unboxing for that. It was so random to actually unbox that like that. I haven't done unboxing in a very long time, but that's my first live unboxing. I was kind of like, oh, this is a good time to do an unboxing of it since we're talking about DC Animated. Maybe I'll watch this today. Maybe I need to watch this today. Maybe this was destiny. Maybe today, today was the day. What time is it, by the way? Hold up. It's 10 o'clock. I only got like 2 more hours to be able to do anything. Then I got to be on dad duty. Get baby boy down for nap time. Oh, yeah, that's by the way, you guys. A lot of the times why I don't... I don't know if you guys had this, but these thin Oreos, ooh, especially these lemon joints, they're good, bro. They are addictive. They are really freaking good. I can't eat regular Oreos anymore. I know it's really random, but I can't eat regular Oreos anymore. Like, it's all about the thin life. Any of you guys that are about that thin life, put in hashtag thins. Hashtag thins. Oh snap! I just dropped it. But yeah. What was I about to say? Dang on, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, that I might review that today. I might actually start that up instead of finishing out Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, dude, yeah, I wanted to show you guys how much anime I've been looking at because some of this stuff I need you guys' perspective whether or not I should put the review up or review them or not. I grew up on the Justice League and X-Men. It's sad to see how far the MCU is going and DC keeps tripping themselves. Yes, it's hard. Bro, did you already heard the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe spinoff trailer will be coming out tomorrow? I did not know that. Is it tomorrow or is it today? It's Sunday? Interesting. I did see the artwork though. The artwork for Snake Eyes looks really interesting. Bro, first off, that cast though, that dude is playing in Crazy Rich Asians, or he played in Crazy Rich Asians. He's also in this other movie coming up. I think it's called Bullet Train. It's him and the guy from Warrior that used to be on Cinemax, now HBO Max. That the cast for Bullet Train looks freaking amazing. So yeah, I'm all there for Snake Eyes. I mean, it's just really weird. Weird tangent. If you guys haven't seen Gangs of London, please do it immediately. The fact that AMC got that joint and HBO Max didn't, I was so hurt. Because honestly, Gangs of London is the best TV show I saw in 2020. Best. Like the anime, the choreography, the action, the story, bruh, it was amazing from beginning to end. Like Gangs of London is OP. Yeah, y'all just don't know how good that joint was. But anyway, how power on Canvas. Oreo thin slap. Yeah. Hashtag thin. Yeah. Hey, have you seen the new Halloween movie pictures? And I've heard that the rumors that the new trailer is coming up. Are you looking forward to another Halloween movie or no? I did. Wait. Hold up. Yeah. I saw the new one. Because I actually bought it. I bought it for Halloween last year. And it was pretty good. I think I actually really liked it. Surprisingly, I actually really liked it. Jim Carrey older would be so scary. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. Let's do it. Bring him into the Spider-Verse. Hey, look. Yo, y'all got to make that happen. The fans made the Snyderverse happen. Y'all can make Jim Carrey be Carnage. You got to convince him first of it, but yeah. I think that'd be dope. Gangs of London reminds me of how Boardwalk Empire was for HBO. Right, Nick the Great, bruh. HBO slipped, bruh. They slipped on a banger. Because that season 2, whenever it drops, I'm going to be reviewing every single episode. I still can't believe I haven't finished out reviewing the back half of it. I might legit go back through Gangs of London all over again and re-review it. I can't believe it's 9 of you guys still here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure everybody's in here. Make sure you leave a like if you don't mind. I can't wait for Snake Eyes, yo. Played Henry Golding, and I hope Channing Tatum is back. So Channing Tatum, he was the only reason why I liked the G.I. Joe first one. Like, he was the only reason why I liked it. I don't know if he's interested though. But again, I don't know what he's actually doing. Like, that whole Fox Gambit thing probably messed him up for a while. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, they did him dirty. They did him mad dirty, to be honest with you. They did the whole cast. And I for one will say that Marvel dropped the ball with one thing. Before the pandemic happened, they cleaned house. They cleaned house everywhere. They cleaned house with the FX stuff like Legion. They cleaned house with like Cloak and Dagger on Freeform, which was amazing. They cleaned house with Fox, with the freaking Gifted. They cleaned house with Netflix. when it came to, of course, the Netflix series stuff like Daredevil. And all because they were like, "Oh, we want our distribution rights to be able to do this." But imagine if they would have kept those joints going, bruh. Imagine they would have kept them joints going. I'm sorry, we're waving, Oreo cookies at people. Y'all better not make this a meme. Y'all better not make me sitting there doing this as a meme. But imagine legit if they would have kept them joints going and said, "We're gonna find a way of merging these into the MCU," right? Those shows would have still been going on because they would have been shot in 2019 because they got nixed in 2019, technically, 2018, 2019. But imagine if Daredevil season 4 was still a thing. And in 2020, we would have at least had Daredevil, right? We would have at least had The Gifted. We would have had another season of Cloak and Dagger. And they just kind of like, okay, there's going to be an event like Immortals or, Doctor Strange that's going to cause this rift to blend whatever Fox had with this. And they could have kept everything in. And then they added these characters and these actors and maybe changed the look with some of them. But imagine if those shows were still going, bruh. They would have been making bank. They would have been making bank. Like, there would have been no pause for anything. Everything would have been still going through, but they decided to nix them all and get the distribution rights. Now, again, a lot of rumor has been saying that your boy Matt Murdock with Charlie Clocks is going to show up in the new Spider-Man movie. That was been a rumor for a while. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If that's true, then great. Then they found a way of making that work. I think that Vincent D'Onofrio is most definitely Kingpin. He should not be recasted. That would be dumb. That'd be so freaking dumb. And, I mean, again, they may have learned from their mistakes, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking from the past of them just nixing all these things because of the way they did the Fox. And there's a point to me going to this. When I looked at New Mutants, when I looked at Dark Phoenix, I knew, and I could tell, Dark Phoenix 1 should have been having scrolls, and they removed it to put it in Captain Marvel. Straight up. I'll say that to anybody. With New Mutants, the director even said, yeah, we had a whole lot more we had to cut. And you're like, wait, what? The villain was supposed to be who? What? Yeah, and all that because Marvel wanted distribution rights for what they wanted to do for their X-Men. They had the full right to do that. But you waste a whole franchise. You waste a whole IP that they could really do a lot with, but they didn't. They chose to nix it. And I've always had a problem with that. I hadn't had a problem with Marvel up until that happened. I really didn't. There's been some bad movies they made, but there's been a lot more good than bad. But when they did that, especially, and me and Lucas, I think, will agree on this, if they hadn't have fired Jeff Loeb and they just decided, okay, well, we got to get rid of all these shows, but we're going to keep all the characters and keep all the actors. Jeff Loeb, let us know how you want to do this distribution for TV. Instead, they said, well, Kevin Feige, he's done everything. He's overseen all these movies, so he's going to hold the movies and the TV, which was dumb. And fired Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb been writing for years. He's been handling all the distribution for all the freaking TV shows that have been making money. And they fired him. Yo, the last thing that we did, was it 2019 or 2020? I can't remember. 2019 or 2018. I can't remember. Jeff Loeb, we were going through interview processes. And he was talking about Ghost Rider coming back. And we were like, Ghost Rider? Yeah, there's going to be a Ghost Rider show coming up. And I was like, word? And like, I was like so excited. And like, Jeff Loeb had even said when Daredevil got canceled, hold on. Like, we don't just lead things astray, right? And he left this whole elaborate note. You can go back to it. I never forget it. And that led me to believe that, okay, maybe he's trying to work something out with Disney to try to make sure we progress these characters on a different platform. I thought that Hulu made the most sense. It could have easily have been, Disney Plus at this point. But instead, they nixed them, bro. And that was dumb. That was dumb. This man had vision. This man, as much as Kevin was planning and doing and progressing, your boy Jeff Loeb was doing the same. And they could have been working together, but instead they said, well, we're going to wipe and milly wop all this. And it kind of bit them in the hand later, man. 2020, it bit them. And again, to be fair, Disney slapped with The Mandalorian. Both seasons were amazing. Disney slapped with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was amazing. WandaVision just disappointed me, but that's beside the point. Loki might slap, but for them to just do that, I never agree with that. That was the thing that always blew me about Marvel with that, man. Apologize. I don't know how I got into that. Man, see, this is why I don't be doing live streams. I be talking too much. Definitely, definitely in the ending is still up in the air for a certain character. Yeah, it's true. A main character, Cole, was in another hit, Peaky Blinders. He's getting more. It's getting one more season, I think, in the movie as well. That's dope. Yeah, I did see it. I read that. You actually wanted Fox to keep with their X-Men and Fantastic Four. No, the Fantastic Four got nixed, bro. Blackwing, Fantastic Four was been nixed a long time ago. What I'm saying is that, and nobody can deny this, X-Men Days of Future Past is one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. Period. And after Days of Future Past, to me, is where things started kind of going on a decline, because I think that's when the merger started kind of peeking his head over. Like, with Apocalypse, it was kind of like, it was poorly casted. But even at the end of that, it was kind of like the costume design was, because this is the thing. Oh my gosh, how did I forget it? I forgot the name of before Days of Future Past. What was the name of it? Oh my gosh, man, I've been thinking way too much. Because that was one of my favorite X-Men films up until Days of Future Past. Because what I'm getting at is that they were starting to get their formula. They were really starting to get their formula. Where they kind of dropped the ball, to me, was with Apocalypse, and the way that was cast and the way that was actually done. But I never really truly had like a real big problem with it. Like, it wasn't a Thor 2. I'll put it to you that way. And yeah, unfortunately, Blackwing, if you want to go back through and look at our reviews for WandaVision, I'll say this about WandaVision without you having to even do that. First class. X-Men First Class. Yes, thank you, Kelly. The thing about WandaVision, was it interesting? Yeah, at first, yeah. Will I ever go back and see WandaVision again? No. And to me, if I'm not going to go back and see it, what was the purpose of it? The last episode was the only thing in the whole entire series that was of meaning. And that was a cutscene at the very end and an interaction with Vision and something else, without me spoiling it. That's it. Everything else was, character progression, I guess, for the character Vision and Wanda. Even though it's already been established who Wanda is, like, we didn't need to give her a name, giving her a suit. And execution of it could have easily been done in Doctor Strange 2. With Vision, I think that was kind of redundant because, it didn't make any real sense. The callbacks with the flashbacks between different shows and eras was cool. The idea and the premise of it was cool. But at its core and its whole, it was ultimately meaningless. And that's not, to me, shooting down, Wanda as a progressive character and being who she is. But even to that fault, she's still not established as a freaking mutant. She's a witch. And so it's like, what was all that for? Because I'm going to say this. Pietro, right? He got the same exact joint done to him. Aaron Taylor Johnson's character got the same exact thing happen to him. How did he survive? Because his freaking DNA is mutated, bruh. And they didn't even establish that. They just talked about Wanda and they just kind of like, well, whatever. Oh, wow, Evan Peters, it would be really cool to bring him in. But he's not tied to anything else. Like, to me, it was just a disappointment, man. And again, I'm not knocking anybody that didn't like it. That's really truly how I feel about it. Because aside from that last end credit scene and the Vision interaction, now, not saying that the visuals were amazing. Visuals were dope. The design, the way that they acted was really good. It just meant nothing. It meant nothing. And yeah, I think the cast sized it up in the wrong way. They did. They really did. They kind of pooped the bed on that. And the funny thing is that Anthony Mackie and Falcon and Winter Soldier did the complete opposite. Anthony Mackie was like, "Yeah, I ain't never gonna become no Captain America." He lied. And so it made so much more cooler when it actually did. But yeah, I apologize. I went on a huge tangent there. This is why I don't go on live anymore, bruh. The Gifted season finale last 10 minutes was OP. Bruh. The Gifted was so lit. I only saw one season of Legion, but Legion was dope. And this is to be fair. Cloak and Dagger, bruh. Cloak and Dagger was lit. Like, Cloak and Dagger low-key was one of my favorites. Straight up. Yo, what's going on, Igor? Hey, Igor, let me know if you enjoyed or you got your gift card and everything. I sent that over a long time ago. But yeah. It was dope. It was freaking fire, bro. It was freaking fire. X-Men franchise was last legs. Look at. Oh no, I went over all that. Blackwing. Luke Skywalker played by Yo, hey, that should be a must, Bawu. I think that absolutely Sebastian Stan should play Luke Skywalker. It would be perfect. And matter of fact, he don't even got to be in The Mandalorian. All they got to do is make a Luke Skywalker show. That's all they got to do. Like, just a Luke Skywalker show, because at this point, everybody else getting their own clout. You know what I'm saying? And you know what would be funny? What would be a freaking amazing cameo is at the end of Obi-Wan, right? It ends with an older Ewan McGregor trying to find like Luke Skywalker, and it just happened to be Sebastian Stan. Like, y'all, that would be freaking dope. Make him young and just kind of go with it. But yeah, no, Sebastian Stan would be amazing Luke Skywalker, dude. First Class. Yeah, First Class. I'll go and say what it was. It was, bro. It was sadly a waste of time. Screwed over the cast, WandaVision. Now, I'll say this about WandaVision. What I do want, Monica Rambeau and Darcy and what my man Jimmy. Yeah, give me them. Like, Agents of S.W.O.R.D. Yeah, give me them. And let, Monica Rambeau be, like, at the spearhead of it. You know, kind of have interweave Samuel Jackson come in there. That would be a dope little show. Have you seen the drama with Star Wars and Kevin not going to be involved going forward? Is it because he's busy with all Marvel? It's what I said, 49er fan. And you guys, I mean, if you guys like this, I really appreciate you guys. If you want to share this on Twitter, you can. But I really do mean it. Kevin Feige is amazing when it comes to world building, progression, and continuity when it comes to this film universe. And he's been very precise with the films. So amazing. Regardless of what the caliber of the films are, he's kept the continuity going. Like, nobody can knock that about that man. Nobody. This is the thing, though. The TV universe functions and flows differently. You need somebody else to oversee the television universe. And I think that he knew as soon as he got through with certain things with WandaVision had to be changed out and cupped and chopped and screwed, and then they had to push Falcon and Winter Soldier to be after it, and then the progression of how things are having to go. Like, it's too much of an undertaking, bruh. Like, you can only focus on but one thing. Like, and I think that if they would have kept somebody like, sorry, I hear my son crying. I might have to go upstairs and take care of that. Jeff Loeb to oversee the TV stuff, and then I think it would have been fine. But I mean, I was going to the question. Like, I think there's too much for him to sit there and try to go. If he did do Star Wars, he'd have to leave. He'd have to leave Marvel and focus just on that. Like, that's just too much. That's just way, way, way too much. And I'm not saying that they should get Taika Waititi to kind of oversee it. I'm just saying that that's just too much. And I think he knows it. I think that was a smart play. I don't think it's controversial or anything. I think he just knew that was the best thing to do. Yep, so much. Oh, yeah, no problem, Igor. Love Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, Rebel. Shadow and Bone is really good. Hope they get a second season. Nick the Great, I ain't seen that joint yet, man. I've been watching way too much. I'm gonna show y'all this. Get my text messages up really quick. I don't want you guys to be all in my business. But let's just say that from an anime standpoint, this is how much anime I've been watching, bro. This isn't even the full list. Like, I've watched so much anime. It's not even funny. And there's some bangers. Like, High Rise Invasion was pretty good on Netflix. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's freaking amazing. Anohama. Bruh, I was crying like a little boy, man. I was crying. Crying. Anohana. If you want to, I test any of you guys that can get through episode 1 through the end of Anohana, it's on Netflix, without crying, let me know. Please be truthful. If you do get through it without crying once, I possibly will send you a $5 gift card from Amazon. Let me know. Let me know on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at super SEL0320. Send me a tweet. Let me know you're going to be trying to attempt it first, so I know you're being sincere. And then I can kind of gauge how much time it takes to get to watch it. Or you can leave it in the comment sections here that you're going to go and try to check it out. If you get through it without crying, $5 gift card. The God of High School was freaking dope. Some weird ones. What was it? I forget which one it was. It was with the freaking bear. Gilpernere. It's basically this boy who's in high school who decides not to be in college anymore, not to go to college anymore, and then he interacts with this person that's basically trying to kill him after he finds this girl that has his coin, and he finds out he can transform him into a freaking bear with a gun. It's so random, but it's so freaking lit. Like, you just gotta go and check it out to understand what I'm talking about. Japan 2020, Demon Slayer, that's actually been really dope. Yasuke on Netflix, the Black Samurai. Forget what you heard about Afro Samurai. Watch Yasuke. Watch it. Like, you will not be disappointed. And there's so many others that I've watched. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I haven't watched shows like, Shadow and Bone. It's just too much content, man. I like Days of Future Past. Yeah, I agree, because you can tell that Fox is declining the X-Men franchise to just end with Logan. Again, Cora, I believe I perceived that part of that was with the merger. The merger changed a lot of the slates of these films. A lot of these films, like, Dark Phoenix, like New Mutants, and everything else got completely switched and changed on the back end. Like, the directors literally had to chop and screw a lot of it. I'm so hyped for Spider-Man 3. Why Andrew said he's not got a call, he's lying or fact. Bawu, I said this about Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie said, I'm not going to be Spider-Man. He lied, straight up lied. So I'm not going to put too much word on it. I don't know. But I'm going to say this about Spider-Man. Sony, at this point in time, after this Spider-Man film, this will be the last MCU-related Spider-Man film. They've got one more merger film, like it's going to be an Avengers Lovers film that Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man is going to be a part of. After that, everything is their own universe. It would be a disservice to them to not introduce a Spider-Verse scenario where Andrew Garfield's character is still in existence, where Tobey Maguire's character is still in existence, and if they choose to, with Tom Holland, allow him to still be progressively in the fray, because it's a multiverse situation. It doesn't matter if it comes from MCU, they can still use him as an actor. And I think that is something that, if they do their cards right, by the time we get another Spider-Man movie, we might have a live-action Miles Morales, bro. Straight up. Like, they already planning around or talking around the idea of Daisy really becoming Spider-Woman. I think Silk is gonna be a thing. So I think that there's enough that they can do to make this freaking amazing, bro. I just pray every doesn't get in the way. And again, with the whole Venom thing, I need them to make that rated R, bro. I need them to come up with the concept of a rated R Sony Spider-Man film. I initially was kind of like, oh, Sony's, you know, just forsaking this because they want to allow the MCU Spider-Man to be progressively in the Venom universe, but it wouldn't make sense. So it's kind of like I've always been saying, like, what if that Venom verse actually is connected to Andrew Garfield's version, which would be even more interesting. Like if Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is actually connected to Tom Hardy's version. So I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but I hope that they don't poop the bed. I hope that Marvel doesn't put them in a situation where they kind of have to end it on a certain kind of note just because it's tied to Doctor Strange 2. All I know is it's coming out in December, and Venom comes out before it. Venom comes out before Spider-Man 3, so why wouldn't Venom tie into Spider-Man 3? You feel me? And that's just me speculating, but anyway, that's neither here nor there at this point. Another thing that you want to think that they want to stop making Saw movies or just go back to the drawing board, fresh ideas. Another question, what happened to Venom 2 being PG-13? Wait, what happened if Venom 2 be PG-13? Will you be okay? I already stated my thoughts on that. As far as the Saw film, Spiral was bad, you guys. I don't say that often. I left that at a 2 out of 10. I'll never see Spiral again. I'll look at Jigsaw again. Let me look at Jigsaw, last movie before that one. I'll look at that again before I look at Spiral. Spiral was really bad. It was really bad. I'm not going to go into it. Go and watch our review for that. They didn't have to reboot that joint, in my opinion. This is another thing I didn't tell you guys. So, on Monday, I will be watching Army of the Dead. I don't know how to say this. In the past 48 hours, I've watched a total of about 5 films. Maybe 6, possibly. That's disincluding watching TV show stuff. And the reality is, one of the only ones I really wanted to see, 2 actually, is A Quiet Place 2 and Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead right now currently is in limited theaters to be able to see. Most of y'all on the West Coast have already seen it. I ain't seen it. I'm on the East Coast. But I did ask and request for Netflix to send it to me. They're not going to send it to me until Monday. So I'm not going to be able to see that till later. But I am excited to see Army of the Dead for sure. I've heard really good things about it and heard that Zack Snyder was able to really let loose. Quiet Place 2, I am beyond excited for, beyond ecstatic for. But I just wanted to kind of throw that out there to you guys. I watched the new Justice League World War II is fire. Word? It is? Okay. Hey, look. If it's fire, man, I believe you. If I have time, I'll go and watch it right now. Should I do a giveaway, you guys? I don't know. I got a code right here. Should I do a giveaway? Look, I would say this. I may do a giveaway. This is what I'm going to do. I need all you guys, if you aren't already, subscribe to our TeamJVS Twitter page and leave me a random comment, and I will be giving away a copy of it. I'll go ahead and give this code away to somebody. I think that's only fair. Like, I can always go and buy, the digital copy. I got the physical copy. So what I'll do is I'll make this a giveaway opportunity. All you guys got to do is just follow us on Twitter. I'll go ahead and put it right here. So follow us here on Twitter. It's at the top right here. It's team_JVS. Go ahead and follow that. And leave a tweet saying hashtag Justice League. Or no, hashtag Justice Society. And yeah, I'll go ahead and give that away to one of you guys. Anybody that's watching this, I'll give it like 24 hours. And this will also bring more awareness to our Twitter page. Cause my Twitter page, Supercell0320 Twitter page is actually doing really well. Like 800 of you guys are subscribed. I really appreciate it. So I want to make sure that I continue to try to push and progress our Team JVS Twitter page. Because eventually things are going to be a little different very soon. That's all I'm going to say. I definitely recommend Shadow and Bone. It has Ben Barnes, who has played Punisher series. Yeah, he's really good in Westworld, and I think he was in one of the Chronicles of Narnia movies. I think he was the Prince Caspian, I believe. Val Zod to DC, Michael B. Jordan. Do you see this happening? So Michael B. Jordan said that he's not gonna be that. And partly because they're talking about not Val Zod, they're trying to do Kal-El. So I don't know, man. I don't have anything to speak on that. I think a part of this is some pettiness going on within, the DC film universe. So I don't know. What do you think about Flash Thompson would change to be Agent Venom in Spider-Man 3 film? I'm gonna say this with all respect. That'd be dumb. If it was, where's all my movies at? If it was the Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man, I'm talking about the Flash Thompson of that one, yeah, he would have been perfect for Agent Venom. Absolutely. If they find some kind of way of sneaking him in, that he's got the symbiote in Andrew Garfield's universe and he's the Venom, that would be freaking amazing. But the version that's with Tom Holland, bruh, look, I'm gonna say this, man. Some of the character choices they did with Tom Holland Spider-Man for the MCU, they basically stole Miles Morales' characters. They were like, well, well, we're gonna do this. So I personally don't feel like that would be a good idea. Like, it just doesn't fit. I personally don't know why they casted some of the members the way they did, but it was all intentional. But yeah, no. If they're gonna do that Agent Venom with Flash Thompson, it's got to be the one from Andrew Garfield, because literally that guy literally could have been exactly what you want, like as far as the Agent Venom. Honestly, if they would have switched up some things with Spider-Man 2, and I think that who directed that giant? Who was it that directed that giant? I've been thinking about way too many movies, you guys. I apologize. I can't remember his name. But he was talking about how in Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2, he had to change stuff because AVR Reed wanted it to be a lot more lighter. I think it's Watts, I believe. And specifically a storyline with Amazing Spider-Man 2 was Peter's dad being freaking alive and it being some real crazy dark stuff was all replaced with stupid stuff. And like, honestly, some people almost lost their careers with that movie. Like, I still forget the fact that Felicia was played by an old girl who's an amazing, is an amazing actress. Dane DeHaan, man, his whole career was in jeopardy after that film. But I feel like the script got switched up bad. And I still see so much potential with the Amazing Spider-Man, dude. But yeah, I'm going to leave on this note. We are literally at the 58-minute mark, about to be 59. So in less than 1 minute, when we get to the hour mark, I'm going to go. So any question you have within the next minute, no matter what the question is, I will answer it. I'll just wait. I'm not going to say anything else. I've been talking for literally a whole hour. And I'll probably end up looking at this. Oh, yeah. Another thing I had seen is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That movie was so good. Toots. Slaps, but I'm wishing they could have a sequel, but they didn't let it. Yeah, that's part of the problem, dude. I'll say this, though. what they could do is they might end up making like an animated series for like a streaming service, or they could do a series live action. Like streaming services now, because of the pandemic, have opened up a lot of doors. So I think that that would be more of a viable option, and I think all the actors would be down for it. Any other questions, guys? 10. Wait, no. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. Bye, guys.